Who says crafting is a dying art? I'm finding crafters all over the Middle Tennessee area who make unique items that'll be passed down for generations to come. Welcome to HandMade Tennessee. I'm Kimberly Vance along with my special guest today, Maria Mendez and Nancy Hernandez. Thank y'all so much for coming in. I sure do appreciate it. And you're going to show us today how to make authentic tortillas. Authentic flour tortillas. Now there's a difference between flour and corn. What, obviously it's the ingredients that you would use, the flours that you would use, but is one more preferable to the other?
Yeah, because with the flour tortillas you have to put oil, salt, and baking powder.
Okay.
And with the corn you just have to buy the corn flour, but not with anything.
With nothing else? Okay,
else.
so that's the difference.
And you have to cook it with hot water.
Okay.
And with the corn tortillas, you have to make it with cold water.
Oh, really? Because it has everything, it doesn't have anything in it, so you just use the cold. But now, with the flour tortilla, you need your water warm.
Yeah.
And why is that? So it'll help mix it up, or?
Yeah, so the oil and the baking powder and everything get together.
All mix up. Okay, well that makes good sense. All right, now how much flour did you start with? And by the way, you just use a flour tortilla mix right off the shelf, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now how much do you think that you put in there?
Dos tazas.
Like 2 cups.
2 cups, okay. And then just enough water to mix
like
it up.
half a cup of water.
Okay.
It doesn't really need a lot of water. You have to put a little bit first and then mix it up.
Okay.
So you won't get like too messy.
Okay. It's looking like biscuit dough.
Yeah.
A little bit like that.
Un poquito
So
más
you just-
durito que el biscuit.
Like
And
more
more
hotter.
water. Okay.
More hotter than the biscuit.
Okay. Yeah, because when I make biscuits and stuff, I don't normally use hot water. I just put, you know, whatever.
Yeah, so you don't have to use cold water because it will look like the biscuit.
Okay. Very good. That's a good tip. Now, what's funny is that you have not always made, we were talking about this, and I was laughing so hard when you were telling me this. You've not always made, you actually learned how to make these right recently.
Yeah,
Okay.
like 5 years ago.
Really? Isn't that funny? And you were talking about your nephews and stuff. Tell us that story. That's so funny.
That you don't have to make it round at the first time. You will get like different shapes. See? So don't worry if you don't get it round at the first time.
And your nephews made fun of you because they said you were eating Cuba in different shapes.
You will
I think
get
it's so
triangles and
Triangles.
squares.
Did you tell them you meant to do it that way?
Not really. I tried to get it round, but when you're like rolling, it will go the other way.
Well, it's hard. It's like
Yes.
rolling out a pie shell or something. That's hard.
Eso.
All right, so you've got your dough there. That
Yeah.
looks like a nice consistency.
And you roll it for a little bit.
And now while you're doing this, you have an iron, just, what is that, just an iron skillet?
Like
or?
like a pan or something, but not too thin.
Okay, not too thin?
No.
Okay.
It will burn out the tortilla.
Okay, so would an iron skillet, just like an iron skillet that we have at home, that would work?
Yes.
Okay. How about the, I've seen also, you know the fajita, the cast iron fajita?
Yeah, it will work too, but
okay.
it have to be like more hot.
Okay, because those are thick. Okay, all right. So how hot would you say that is?
And
On high or
yeah.
medium?
That one in medium.
On medium, okay.
Yeah, and the big one in high.
Okay. All right, so now you are making biscuits.
Yeah. Like little balls.
So you're just rolling that into little balls.
Yeah, and the size you have to be like your palm.
Oh, okay, so that's a good way
Yeah.
to measure that.
It won't be too big and all gonna be the same size.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, now that's the one I want right there. Is that good? All right. Now what do you do?
De que ya lo voy a empezar a extender.
She roll it back and forth,
Okay.
and then you turn the little ball. She have a different way to do it. She just roll it to the front.
Do you do it a different way?
Yeah, I roll it back and forth.
Okay.
Ay, es que está muy
So however works for you is good.
You just try to make it.
Now, did Maria teach you?
Yeah. When I was dating.
When
I
you were
was-
dating her brother?
Yeah.
I forgot to say, y'all are sister-in-laws.
And then when I get married, my mother-in-law showed.
Oh, nice. Well, that's nice.
Pues está muy feo. pero-
Now, is this normally something that's passed down, like a family recipe or tradition?
Yeah, like all her family makes it.
Oh, wow.
They use it for breakfast, supper, dinner, everything.
That's bread. It's your bread.
Pero es nomás al norte del país de México.
It's just the north of the
Mexican
country.
Oh, okay, in the north of the country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not the everywhere.
Uh-huh. Just the north,
Yeah.
they use it for their bread. Oh,
Like I'm the middle,
Uh-huh.
like in the middle, and we don't use flour tortillas.
Oh. Did you use corn tortillas or? Okay.
You buy it at the store, but you don't make them.
Uh-huh. Okay. But now north of the country then, primarily make your own. Well,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
They don't use corn tortillas
Uh-huh. They use flour.
unless they're for tacos or
Uh-huh.
something.
Oh, yeah. All right, now what is in there? You've got kind of a heavy
Yeah.
piece of wood
Yeah.
to press and make it flat.
So it
Para
will
que-
cook from both sides.
Uh-huh.
Es que está muy bajito. Está muy-
No va a alcanzar.
That's bound to be hot.
Yeah.
Sí.
Well, now, isn't that interesting? Something you do every day, but we just don't do that, and they are so good when they're homemade.
Yeah.
Do you still do this every day, Maria?
Yes.
Every day?
Yeah.
Ay, güey.
Wow.
Anda para acá, te va a mojar. Y se te va a poner feo.
Ahí va. See, I roll it back and forth. Then I flip it, and she don't flip the tortilla.
Oh, that smells so good. Now, how thin do you like to get it?
Como te guste.
It depends if you like
Thin,
real
thick?
thin.
Uh-huh.
It depends. You know, some people like big biscuits and some people don't.
Es que no se puede.
Ahí está.
Dame una servilleta por allá para sacar esto. Pues ya, sí se mira más.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Es no feo.
Oh,
Pero
it
es
is.
que- Okay.
Now, why did you flip it back and forth? Any reason?
don't know,
Just
it's my
habit?
hands.
Okay. It won't change the way it tastes.
All the
then.
time
All
I do
right.
it. Yeah.
Do you have a certain number of times you flip it?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I do it.
I just can't help it. I think all of us are like that with our
Yeah.
crafting stuff. We do that.
Even if it don't help, you just do it.
Es que esta no ayuda.
Pero ya se te infló.
Now, do you use your tortillas with eggs and everything?
Yeah,
Every meal?
everything. Yeah.
Oh, I love tortillas. Boy, they smell so delicious too. That is really something else. All right, now you're going to show us
Ándale, ya.
something else too while Maria's cooking the tortillas.
Yes.
You're going to
Yeah.
show us how to make homemade guacamole.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So what have you got here?
Tomatoes,
Okay.
white onion. It have to be white,
Has to be white. Okay.
and avocado.
All right. Now, does the amount of avocados that determines how much guacamole you're going to have?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You cut it in half.
Well, your tomatoes look fresh too, and that onion, man, that's a nice onion, and it has to be white. Okay.
Yeah, because the yellow ones are sweet. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm. And then this one is it a little stronger? It gives it a stronger taste? I guess if you did use a yellow, it would change the entire taste of it.
Yes.
Huh.
You cut it in cubes.
Esto es bueno para un día de
Like a
campo.
cookout or something.
Mm.
We use it for cookouts and
Guacamole?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that you don't have to care like with ice or something.
Mm-hmm. That's good. You don't have to worry about refrigeration or either. That makes good
Pues
sense.
así lo vamos a poner. ¿verdad?
Like for picnics and
Mm-hmm. You can carry it with you.
yes. You can even put it in a sandwich.
Mm. Ooh, that would make a nice dressing.
Yeah. You can put jalapenos in there if you want. If you don't, that's fine.
I guess the jalapenos just hotting it up.
We don't normally eat hot stuff. We don't like it.
You don't like hot
No,
stuff?
not
Now, see,
much.
it's my understanding that everybody likes hot stuff.
Well,
Not us. We're the only ones that don't eat hot stuff at home.
Does the rest of your family enjoy the hot stuff?
Yeah.
No. Oh, do they?
yeah.
Sometimes they tell us, it's not real hot, you can have some, and we try it and
And it's hot.
yeah.
They try and trick you.
Yes, all the time.
Oh, those are coming along beautifully.
Yeah, maybe because we are not watching her.
Yeah, we're not having to help her along there, are we, visually?
Ya con eso ya tengo.
Now, you just used, what, 3/4 of that tomato?
Yeah, it depends how much do you want.
Do you just kind of do as you go along?
If you have like 4 avocados, you can use both of the tomatoes
Okay.
and the whole onion if you want. It depends how strong you want. You know, some people don't really like onions. It depends.
Oh, I do. I love onions.
Me too.
So you're just dicing those up, too?
Aunque a veces te hace llorar.
Sometimes make you cry.
This one's not bad. It's very fragrant, but it's not bad. I don't have the urge to cry yet.
We're not crying. You cut it in half.
Oh, you just twisted that.
Yeah.
Sliced around it and then twisted it.
And then you make little cubes too.
Oh. See, we
So-
usually just dig ours out.
Yeah, it's more
It's
easy.
more easy.
To dig out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and to mix it with the tomato and the
If
onion.
you dice it? Okay. Well, that makes good sense.
Yeah, so you don't have to be smashing.
Now, what are some of the tricks to finding a good avocado, to knowing which one you want?
You just have to touch it. See.
And how will a good one feel?
It doesn't feel like very
Smushy.
hard
Uh-huh.
and very smushy.
Okay. But it's not, like you said, this one is not hard and it's not smushy. Okay.
And when you try it at the store, don't smush them.
Okay.
They will turn black.
Oh. So you just barely touch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't push them like hard
Uh-huh.
because when you leave it there, it won't work for other people.
Oh, very good. Well, that's good to know. So that's a ruined avocado if that happens.
And you can put the little bowl inside. It won't turn black. You can leave it there
Okay.
until you finish. So you put it in the fridge and will turn black.
So if you leave the seed in there and you put it in the refrigerator, it will not turn black.
No.
Now, why is that, I wonder?
I don't know. My
But it
grandma
works.
used to do it, so I don't know.
And it works.
Yeah.
Grandmas aren't usually wrong.
No. They never did.
Wow. Now you're going to peel the meat off of the seed, though?
Yeah, you can do that. Or
But it
you
doesn't
can
matter.
do that with a tortilla too.
Oh, yeah, wipe that off the ice. I like that plan. Well, that's interesting. That's nice to know about the seed.
It won't take like too long. See, you have like a fresh salad. And like I told you, you can put peppers, cilantro.
Oh, I love cilantro. I can eat cilantro raw.
Really?
Oh, I love cilantro.
I don't.
Do you not?
No.
Oh, I just love it. It just has the best
Yeah.
flavor. And then the after flavor, oh, I love cilantro. I like it in all my salads.
I give
no
you
matter what
different flavor on the food.
And
Yeah.
then you just put salt.
kind. And you salt to taste.
Yeah.
This was
Whatever
what we
you
had
want
on
it.
hand, so that's why our big salt.
Yeah, but it will work. It depends how salty you want it.
And then if somebody's trying to watch their salt, they don't even have to salt it.
No.
That's what we were talking about. If you like it salty, put some salt in it.
Yeah, it depends if you like it or not. And there you go.
Oh, that looks beautiful. I'm going to show that to everybody. That looks so good and fresh. That's nice. Oh, so fragrant. That smells so good.
Que como un taco de...
You can eat one tortilla if you want.
All right, let's try this. Oh, it's so warm and good. Here, have a piece. Mmm. Oh, that smells good too. Oh, that is delicious.
Try it with the guacamole.
That is unbelievable. Now that is fresh. Mmm. Wow, that is unbelievable. I cannot believe the difference in the flavor from this one and one that you buy in the store in the package.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's more fresh.
And the thing is, that was very easy to do.
Yeah, it's really easy.
Oh, that is unbelievable.
And you do how many balls you want, how many tortillas.
That is really good.
Yeah.
Are you going to try some?
No, it's okay.
Wait till later.
Thank you. Yeah.
So how many generations do you figure that this has been passed down from? Do y'all have any idea where the tortilla kind of came from? Do you figure it was they just out of necessity came up with it because they couldn't, put preservatives and stuff in their bread back then?
I think so.
I'd say it probably is too. Now, how many tortillas will we get out of the batch that you made?
Ooh, so many. ¿Cómo cuántas?
De un paquete, como, no, como unas 50.
Like 50.
Wow, out of one 5-pound bag of tortilla flour. Now, is there a kind that you prefer, or is just a tortilla flour? And like you said, it'll have the salt and the baking powder and everything in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it will be more easy because if you put more salt, it won't work. It will make it harder. And if you put more baking powder than what you need, they will break.
Oh, it'll make them too hard. All right. Huh. Now, where did you get this stick? Is this something, or I don't guess it's a stick. What do you, is it a press or?
You can make it like for anything you want. Something that's round, it can work.
Now, this one
Como
feels
los
like.
palos el palo de tu escoba.
Like your broom,
Yes.
you can cut it up.
There you go.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I already had some of these at home. It's hard to find a wood broom anymore, though.
No.
You
Yeah.
find the plastic brooms. I don't like those because if you sweep much, they break.
Yeah, pero uno esos de los tubos del agua. ¿Cómo se
Like
llama?
a water hole, it will work too.
A
Yeah,
water
so-
hose? You're kidding.
For real.
Wow.
¿También las hace las mangueras?
No, las duras,
The hard ones.
The hard water hose. I'll be. Now that's something else. Also, couldn't you use a rolling pin? Or does it need to be small?
No, it depends how big you want.
See, because I've got big rolling pins, the great
will
big
work.
ones. But it seems like this would
I
be
don't
so
like
much
big
easier.
roll.
No, the big
Yeah,
is too.
And I have a big one. See, it's different.
So you
Yeah.
like your big one,
Yeah.
and you like the small one.
Yeah, it's small one.
Huh?
She take her own when she go to my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all the time, yeah. Yeah.
That's
We don't
funny.
use the same thing.
But yet, her mother taught you. But you've just altered the way you do it, or did she teach you with the big things?
No, she takes me with one of these.
Uh-huh.
And then I told my husband to looking for another big one.
Uh-huh.
And he found me a big one. Because when you roll it, like sometimes if you don't know how to roll it, you will smash your fingers. And it will hurt.
Yes.
And with the
Especially if
big
you're rolling
ones,
hard.
you just use your hands. Like you don't have to roll it all over.
Okay, now see, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Maria, you wrapped your fingers around, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Well, but I'm more practical, you know?
More practice.
Yeah.
So did your mother-in-law, was she upset then that you changed it?
No.
That's good. So
It
she
just-
sounds like a nice mother-in-law.
Yeah. She really is.
Of course, you have to say that, especially on TV. So we can expect about 50 out of a 5-pound bag. Now, how do you store your flour, or do you normally make 50 at a time?
No.
How many do you usually make, like for breakfast?
But 20?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
20 or 15. Yeah.
15 or 20.
Yeah.
If my husband go eat at her house, she need like 30.
Really? Because he likes
Yeah,
that. Now, does he
30 or
like to
40.
go over to her house and eat?
Yeah.
And to his mama's?
We do it all the times.
Well, that's nice.
Every weekend. Sometimes she go to my house and then sometimes I go to her house.
Now, when y'all go to each other's house, do you say anything like, "Oh, mine's better"?
No.
That's good.
Because we like she cooks some things better than I do. And I cook some things better than her.
Does she know that?
Yeah, she asked me for it.
Oh, we're teasing her.
Yeah.
Sometimes she say, "You can make your special soup," and I just do it. And sometimes I call her and ask her for something, and she do it.
Oh, that's good. Now, what about a dessert? Isn't there a dessert that you can make with the, like a dessert filling or something that you could put with that?
Después
For
freír
sweet?
con... Yeah. You can fry.
Like sopapilla? Sopapillas. Oh, I love sopapillas.
And you can make fried ice cream too.
Now, how do you make fried ice cream? Do you know?
Yeah, you buy the ice cream,
Okay.
and then you fry this and cut it in pieces, and then you roll the ice cream with the tortillas, and then when it's real hard, you throw it in the oil, hot oil, and then you put it back in.
You put the ice cream in the hot oil.
Yeah.
You wrap it in the tortilla.
No, you cut this in like little cubes,
Oh, okay.
and then you buy the ice cream and mix it up together.
Really?
Yeah, and then you put like little balls in the fridge, and you wait until it's really frozen, and then you put your hot oil on it, and then you put the ice cream in it, and it will melt.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm going to try that. I'm going to get your recipe.
Azúcar
for
con
that. Try it.
canela también.
And you can put cinnamon and salt,
And azúcar.
honey.
Oh, sugar, yeah. I like them with honey and
¿Ya
butter. And, I love them
And
like
then that's
that.
enough.
I think that's enough. Let's see how many people we got here. We'll all be fighting over them, won't we? Man, this is really good. Now, give us tips again on the stuff that you bought for your guacamole, too. Of course, for the flour tortillas, you need a flour tortilla mix. And we know that you can find that pretty much anywhere. So it's not hard to find. But just make sure it says flour tortilla mix. It
Yeah,
doesn't
with
have to be like all-purpose, or it'll just say flour tortilla
tortilla
mix. All right, and that's what we have to use. Now, what if we want to make corn tortillas? Do we follow the same plan?
Yeah.
Okay, but just buy corn flour.
flour.
Corn flour, and then you
Pero
don't
ahorita la
add anything?
prensa.
Yeah, and you have to buy this thing so you can press it down. You can use
Like
a plate.
a press that
Yeah.
you... Oh, okay,
Yeah.
or a plate.
Yeah,
Okay.
you put a bag on it, and then you do the same thing, the balls and everything. You put a plastic, and then you put the other plastic on top, and then you smash it down.
Okay, now why do you have to make them differently?
Because it will,
The consistency
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the... I didn't know that. So it depends on if you're going to do corn or flour, different tools.
Y las de maíz no necesitas press.
yeah, with the corn tortillas, you don't need the press.
Okay, because you'll have them so flat because of the press. Now,
Yeah.
they're extremely thin, aren't they? Very
Yeah.
thin. Well, I didn't know that. That is really interesting to know. All right, so we get the flour tortilla mix. Does it have to say mix on it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
mix, and that
Yeah.
means it's got everything in it that we need. All right, or if we're going to do corn, we do just corn flour
Cold water.
and cold water. With the flour tortilla, we use warm water,
Yeah.
but not too hot because
No.
it will cook the...
When you feel it good. No,
you-
not you know.
Just kind of warm.
Yeah,
All
warm.
right.
Any,
All right.
warm, no much.
All right, and then the avocado, you don't want to mash it and bruise it. You just find a good avocado that's not too ripe, not too squishy, and not too firm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell the difference. That this feels very nice. And then your tomatoes. Now, does it matter? Do we need to use this kind, or can we use Roma?
Roma,
Or
anything
Just
you
whatever kind of tomato that you enjoy. But it has to be a white onion.
Yeah.
All right, and then just make the amount that you need.
Whatever you want to eat.
See, now this right here would just barely get my people started. They would be like, we need it going over the top of that. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming in today. This has been so much fun. I had fun when you guys even first got here and we were starting. Like, this is going to be fun. Well, that's very interesting. Thank you both very, very much. I really appreciate
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Well, it looks like that's our show today. Thank you very much to our very special guests, Maria Mendez and Nancy Hernandez. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you for you.
If you'd like to get in touch with us, we invite you to go and email us at handmadetn@bltv.net or like us on Facebook at HandMade Tennessee. I'm Kimberly Vance, and I hope that you've been inspired to create your own Handmade Tennessee. If you enjoyed today's show, check us out on Facebook for other shows and information at www.facebook.com/HandmadeTennessee. You can also email us your comments or suggestions to handmadetn@bltv.net.